welcome all of you in today's Toastmaster meeting, meeting number 409. First of all, I will start the meeting with the striking the gavel. So, now during the meeting there are some ground rules which we have to follow mandatory. Take out your phone and turn it into the silent mode. During the meeting, please avoid any kind of crosstalk and crosswalk so speaker can focus on his speech delivery part. Please avoid any talk related to politics, sex and religion. Restrooms are located outside the meeting rooms. Take downstairs. I request everyone to have a warm handshake while coming on the stage and while leaving the stage. I will be the launching polls in the respective groups, member groups and guest groups. So after each session, I encourage to participate in the polls. Now we will move ahead with the vision of the Toastmaster. I request everyone to raise your right hand and repeat after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience.
We provide a supportive and positive learning experience
in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, I request our one and only presiding officer, Shruti Dhuri, to come on the stage and handle the fund.
Hello everyone, good morning.
Good morning.
Since I'm not keeping well, so I would like to hand over the presiding officer address to one and only Aman Raj.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms and our President, Toastmaster Shruti Dhuri. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. It is said that the only things that are certain in life are death and taxes. Pardon. In India, the only things that are certain in life are death and uncertainty. Because you see, whenever any tax law is made, we are so afraid of the uncertainty that it might bring in our lives that even before it is tabled in the parliament for discussion, most have already found 10,000 loopholes to evade it. But why are people in this country so anxious to figure out everything even before facing it? Take the example of the stock market that bleeds more every week than all the butcher shops in Tandajla. It is curious that so many Indians who invest so religiously in the share market are so afraid of facing even an iota of uncertainty in their daily lives. Why are we so afraid of change and uncertainty when it is the only constant of our existence? In our childhood, we all feared darkness, is it not? But did we fear it because it represented something bad or evil? Or was it the uncertainty of not knowing what we may encounter there that made us fearful? Is uncertainty evil? These are the questions that you may find answers to this morning. At many points of our life, when we try to move in a positive direction, our mind becomes our enemy because it hates change and fears uncertainty and failure above all. It is said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And this is exactly what makes the first step so commendable. This room is not a destination, but a portal to the grand journey of excellence in public speaking and communication. A round of applause, therefore, is needed for our guests who have dared to take this first step in fulfilling this destiny. I would like to welcome them and would like if they could introduce themselves. From where to start? Can you? Yes.
Hi everyone, very good morning. My name is Yuti Bhavsar. I have completed my BTech in Electrical Engineering and currently I am working at Analog Devices in Gandhinagar. I am here for the second time. I came here like 3 years ago as a guest only, but now I want to join this group, hence I am here as a guest first.
My name is Prajapati. I am B Mechanical Engineer. Total experience 13 years working in Alembic Limited, Alembic Pharmaceutical. So today is my first day as a guest.
Good morning everyone, myself Kishan Jadhav. I am a senior working professional, B Mechanical Engineer, and today join this meeting as a guest.
Good morning all, my name is Arvind. I am working as an engineer in LTTS Limited and today I have come as a guest. It's my first day today.
Okay. So it was great. The guest introductions were short and crisp. Now, taking the first step is most difficult, but it is also true that when we start walking, the path to our destination and success on its own begins to open in front of us. I am sure this will be the case with our newest members who will be inducted today. To do that, I would like to welcome our President, Toastmaster Shruti.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So after our hit Open House 2.0, we have few members who have joined in this community, and we will now quickly do the induction ceremony. So let me take the names. If they are here, please join me on the stage. Toastmaster Simpi. Toastmaster Srijit. Toastmaster Amit Chaturvedi. Toastmaster Trupti. Toastmaster Rupesh. Toastmaster Sonam. And Toastmaster Akash. Fellow Toastmaster, it is now our duty and privilege to induct 5 new members into Vadodara Toastmaster Club. This is an important occasion both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication and leadership skills. And we now have an opportunity to help them learn, grow and achieve their goals. 5 of you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped millions of people to learn communication more effectively. As members of Vadodara Toastmaster Club, you will be benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will be a part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to helping one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Fellow members, membership in this club and in Toastmaster International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet, it also places certain obligations upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow, improve ourselves, and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-developments, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist in the club in achieving its goal and remain positive. On the behalf of new members, I will quote this and you have to say I do by passing a gavel after it. I, in the presence of fellow Toastmaster Vadodara Toastmaster Club, make this firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmaster education program, to participate actively in the club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relationships with my fellow members, and to bring other new members into the club so that they can also gain the benefits of the Toastmaster.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Now I will quote on behalf of our Vadodara Toastmaster Club members, and after I finish, you all have to say we do. We, the members of Vadodara Toastmaster Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmaster membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience.
We do.
I announce you can officially start your Toastmaster journey. All the very best. I will hand over the stage to our presiding officer for today.
Thank you, Madam President, for giving a booster dose, we can say, of members. We already have so much and we are bringing more to our family. So this family is growing into a tribe and I couldn't be more happier. Now, before I introduce the book of the week, I have a question for all of you. What do you think is the opposite of uncertainty? And no, but how does that certainty come?
By believing in positivity.
Maybe, but there is a more clear answer to that. If anyone else can try. Opposite of certainty. No, opposite of uncertainty. See, the last 2 weeks, Rohit Sharma is coming back again, so I have to control that. So, opposite of uncertainty, anyone?
I can believe in destiny.
That is true. But I would say that the opposite of uncertainty is experience. Because when we have failed in the unknown, we have the experience that enables us to face it confidently the next time. But also, when we have the wrong mindset to failure, we start living life in the chains of fear. And what is that fear? It is that fear of failing. To elaborate more on this, please welcome today's Book of the Week presenter, Toastmaster Akash.
Junior Toastmaster Taksh.
Wow. Yes.
So he's my support system. He's always with me, right? Yeah. 12 June 2025, the darkest day of history of our golden state, Gujarat. 1:38 p.m. Air India 181 Boeing aircraft. 1:38 p.m. flew and suspiciously crashed at within a span of 40 seconds. What happened? A lot of wild guests happened throughout the week once the disaster happened? Was it an engine failure? Were birds flying? Technical issues? Pilots were intoxicated and whatnot. I remember next 2 days the entire city and entire country was anxious. What happened? How come this uncertain thing can happen in this 21st century? In order to get answers, we have to peep inside the past. And a gentleman who wrote a fantastic book called Matthew Said, the name of the book I'm gonna review today is Black Box Thinking. Now let's understand this phenomena, everyone. In 1950, the aircraft industry was booming, but the people were extremely scared and frightened to take flights because the accidents ratios were extremely higher. Once a flight was being crashed, only the speculation, only the propagandas, no clear information, what happened. Everyone had the wild guess. But there was a gentleman, Australian scientist, whose name was David Warren. He decided to do something which is not a gadget, which is actually a mindset which can be applied in our regular life. He decided to install something called voice recorder device inside the cockpit. Earlier, everyone was extremely against this decision. But after some time, everyone understood that this is not for our suspicion conversations, but rather, let's be open about what is happening during the crash process. And after that, this mindset happened. They were literally rewarding the mistakes during the flight crashes or any unfortunate situations happened during the air crisis. So now I'm gonna give you two substantial data. Let's juxtapose two different fields after 1950. First is the aircraft field, where they decided to evolve through the lot of mistakes, and still our medical field, where still they are not open about the mistakes, and every day almost 744 people are dying due to the negligence of medical. Before I sum up this book, the final thing is, shall we remember why did we late in the first session of Toastmaster? What was the issue?
Because there wasn't traffic jam.
Traffic jam, the lift was not working, the bridges were being made. But do you know what is happening? As a human, we never try to take mistakes. We generally have this unconscious feeling that we always try to make excuses. So rather, instead of creating excuses, let's try to build this mentality where we are gonna convert our mistakes into learnings and grow in the life. Now I would like Tux to complete the core lessons from the book, and we are gonna end this book review.
First, failure is information.
Please be loud.
Second, mistakes reveal the gap between expectations and reality. Third, growth comes from feedback. Fourth, create systems that capture mistakes.
We are going to take the final oath, so I want everyone to repeat after me. Failure is not opposite of success. Failure is foundation of success.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akash, for giving us the black box to face and learn from our fears and uncertainties in the form of a book. And I must say, listening to our youngest Toastmaster, Taksh, I felt I was listening to a news report from Jake Tapper of CNN. Great job. Now to give the final vaccine for facing fear and uncertainty, I am sure that after his speech, all the members and guests in the audience will develop not immunity but herd immunity. We have a Toastmaster whose speeches are better than Kapil Sharma and his smile is better than Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Please welcome today's Toastmaster of the day, the comedy king, Toastmaster Hiren on the stage, please.
Thank you, Mr. President, my fellow members and welcome guests. Well, in Toronto, there is one newspaper, Toronto Star, and there is one very beautiful advertisement. It says that 99% of world is predictable, we bring you 1%. That means very nicely they say that 1% is uncertainty. Every day we know that everything is certain. I am going to attend the VTM meeting, I am going to go home and going to have lunch with my family. It's 90%, 99% is certain. But there are some uncertainty always around us. In fact, last meeting, I wanted Book of the Week role. So I asked VP Education Toastmaster Isha, give me that role. So she said that no, that role has been given to Toastmaster Bhavesh. So Toastmaster Bhavesh very politely, nicely called me. He says that you take the role, don't worry. I will take some other role. I said, very nice, okay, I will take the role, and I was ready for that. At that time, I was at Navi Mumbai doing some work. Then I was returning back from Navi Mumbai to Mumbai railway station, and from Mumbai railway station, I was to take the Vande Bharat, afternoon Vande Bharat to come to Vadodara. And the Ola taxi that I booked met with an accident. And it banged with some block, cement block. I was sitting on the back side and my head got struck with the front seat and I got a big cut. And got a big cut over here. They took me outside. In fact, I collapsed for a few seconds and all the blood started coming out and I was wearing the white shirt. And they take me to the JJ hospital. Now, when I went to JJ hospital, I was like bleeding and the shirt was bloody and all that. One policeman told me, have you did some fighting or what? So I said, sir, you look like I do some fighting. But I said that I stuck with a vehicle, my vehicle got stuck. So they did my preliminary treatment. They said stitches are required to be taken. But all of a sudden I started feeling like I am an action hero, some blood is coming and all that feeling was there. But then I said, now I will go back to Vadodara because my wife would be worrying about that. So I will go back to Vadodara, I will get the stitches done over there, just put me some bandage. That's how I traveled through the Vande Bharat and reached to Vadodara. Now I came here 9 o'clock at night. I was at Vadodara. My wife booked the appointment. I was at the hospital. And what happened that first thing I said that doctor says you have to take the stitches. And then the uncertainty further started. Doctor said that I asked, should I get some X-ray done? So doctor says no, you travel all the way. So I think nothing will come in the X-ray. So my wife says that how come doctor realized that nothing will come? So I said, he's not talking about brain. It is nothing will come means not that the brain will not come. If there is some crack or something, that is will come out. He says, since beginning you are correct, so why do I? So then doctor started doing my procedure. What happened that I was worrying about injury mark. Now this doctor is plastic surgeon and he was also doing hair transplant. So he says that you go for hair transplant. Don't worry, like when there is a cut, you can go for hair transplant and that injury mark will be gone. I mean you can hide that. My wife says that he's already 55. You think he has to go for hair transplant? So I got little excited. I said that life begins at 55. Like, you look at the Amir Khan, At 61, then he is going to get married for the third time. So, actually, but because of that communication, 10 stitches was sufficient to cover my wound. I had to do 12 stitches because my wife got angry. 2 more stitches because of that. But then my wife tried to pacify me, and don't worry. This is something good. You are Toastmaster, think positive. I said, what positive I think about this? He says, now any erratic behavior you have or any out of sense communication you do, you will say that yeah, after the blow on his head, he behaves like that sometimes. So that is the positive point. I said, well, that is not right way to think about it. But after with bandage and all that, I had to continue working. So I traveled to Hackney on Monday. I again went back to Navi Mumbai to complete that work. And while I was traveling in that train, the lady next to me, she kept warning his son. He was a little naughty. She says, behave properly. Otherwise, this uncle will take you. Because I had that all this swelling underneath my eyes and all that. Third time he told, I said, ma'am, I am a good person. I am not taking children with me. But what happened that while I was going by a car, one beggar came. But looking at my beggar bandage, he turned. He said, what to ask from him? So all that uncertainty is all around us. But do you think that this uncertainty, if not there, then would the life be enjoyable? Uncertainty makes the life enjoyable, and that is good for us. In fact, because of this, I have some forgetfulness. I started forgetting that to whom I have to give money, so that I forgot everything. Only thing I remember that I think Toastmaster Shruti, president, has to give me 1 lakh rupees. Because of looking at this environment, I recall that. So once she pays me, I think I will fully recover. That reminds me that this is Toastmaster session, the red card over here. We have 3 sessions with 3 sections of this Toastmaster meeting. First is prepared speeches. Second section is handled by our VP Education Toastmaster Isha, table topic session. And third session will be taken care by Toastmaster Gitanjali, evaluation session. So let us begin with our speaking session. But before that, I would like to introduce our tag team, Timer, Grammarian and R-Counter. Our Timer has just joined VTM, and what is certain about her is a smile, I would say. A smile is always certain about her. For describing her role, let us welcome Timer Toastmaster Trupti.
I'm sure you all remember this line from the epic Mahabharata that was aired in the early 80s and 90s. I remember there was a complete silence zone that went into my house, or even my building for that matter. And the way everyone sat in front of the television, it was just so fascinating. Time the Sutradhar, narrating the epic tale of Mahabharata. Yeah? So today I'm going to play that role. That is why when Isha called me, dear Isha called me that, can you take this up? Or in fact messaged me that, can you take this up? I jumped to it because I have the most complex relationship with time. For me, time works with a Maggie concept, I would say. It's just 2 minutes. Yeah, for everything. Trupti, where are you? Oh, reaching in 2 minutes. Trupti, are you ready? Just give me 2 minutes. Trupti, start the meeting. In 2 minutes. Yeah, so what I realized with time is that it is very perceptible. For lovers who are together, it flies away. When they are apart, it stretches. For a scientist,
It is more like spending years of research work and culminating into just hours of presentation. And for an artist, it is one afternoon of brush strokes, catching the lifetime experiences that he has. So today, I am going to time this for the speakers, which might help me to better my relationship with time. Okay, so technicalities I have to read. I'm sorry about that. So we will have the first, the speakers, okay, the people who are introducing and coming in for the topics will be having 6 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes, yes. That's exactly. Okay, yes. So it takes 5 to 7 minutes. I'll be showing a green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6, and red at 7. There'll be timing for the table topics as well. For those who are going to catch this in the moment, it's going to be 1 minute, green card, yellow for 1.5, and green for 2. For the evaluators, they will have green card at 2 minutes, and yellow at 2.5, and red at 3. So I'll be making a note of every name and every time, and at the end of the meeting, I will give you the timer's report. Because once again, as the Mahabharata reminded us, it is not just the clock on the wall, the silent sutradhar of every story as I tell. I will try and keep this on a better way. Thank you.
Thank you, timer Toastmaster Trupti, very nicely explained. Now we are going for introducing our R counter. Our R counter is with VTM for last 4 years, and what one thing about you is almost certain when I ask him. And I was thinking that I will hear certainly he would like to go for jogging in Kamati Park or at least exercising in Kamati Park. He mentioned tea at Kamati Park. That's really a surprise to me. Let us welcome Toastmaster Tarun for explaining his role as
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, TM Hiren. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Good morning. The theme for today, uncertainty. And life is so uncertain, right? We had this meeting today to be held at 3rd floor. But changed it at the last minute to 2nd floor. Uncertain. We don't know whether it would rain tomorrow or not. We are not sure. We don't know what Trump would announce again. So life is so uncertain. While as speaker, we have a similar situation. On stage, sometimes we are not sure exactly what the next sentence would be. And in that situation, our brain behaves in a different and a strangely manner. Instead of having good scientific or maybe pauses which should be taken during the break, our brain starts to put some filler words. We say because we are uncertain. We say because we are searching. We say like because we are praying the next word appears out of the air. As an R counter for today, I would note down your filler words, your crutch word, and I will be presenting my report when called upon by the general manager. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Tarun. Uncertainty in our speech may be as announced, explained very nicely by Toastmaster Tarun. Uncertainty in our grammar. To explain the rule, I would like to call upon our grammarian. She is 1.5 months only with Vadodara Toastmaster Club. And one thing about you is certain when I asked her, she mentioned that morning tea and reading newspaper. That is really a certain. Every day she would like to, otherwise her day would not start. So with a big round of applause, let us
Thank you, Toastmaster again. Hi, good morning everyone. And I'm here today as the grammarian. My role and responsibility will be to hear all the speeches and note usage of the English language. I would encourage all of you to use the word of the day tacit, which means implied, understood, or something which is not directly or explicitly mentioned. And also the phrase of the day, cut to the chase, which means directly coming to the point without any unnecessary details. I will present my report at the end of the meeting with respect to the ordinary words that are used throughout the meeting, any misuse in the English language, and also the members who are using word of the day and phrase of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonam. So, can I say I tacit what you explained, understood what you explained? Well, uncertainty makes life beautiful. Uncertainty makes it exciting. Because if something is very certain, every day we are doing same and same thing, does it not life becomes monotonous? It becomes like a machine. And we don't find the excitement. Like 2020 game, we go to see only because the result is uncertain. Right now, we are playing with Afghanistan. Anybody is excited about that? We are certain about the result. We are going to win, even if our players play with sleeping mode. We are going to win. So uncertainty makes the life more beautiful. So that way we are going to explain further about uncertainty. We are going to discuss that. But let us begin our speaking session. You will be delighted to know that our first speaker has been with VTM for I would say since September 25. But before I introduce him further, let us introduce his evaluator because we want to explain the role, the objective of the speech. The first evaluator is Toastmaster, who is with Toastmasters since 2004. He was in Muscat, and since 2006 onwards, he started Toastmaster very regularly. So he became to the level of DTM. He kept giving one speech after another. He realized his own potential as a humorous speaker, and he won many awards. I would say he mentioned he won all the awards in that category. What one thing certain about you, he says every year he would like to go once in a year to USA to explore the street of New York and to see the people around that. That is one thing certain. To provide objective for speaker number one, let us call upon Toastmaster Kirit to explain the.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just say one sentence for the guest because the guest who have come today, you are in for a very productive and useful 2 hours. Main picture starts now. I am going to evaluate Toastmaster Vishal Gandhi, very charming Toastmaster, cool and calm. Level 1, Project 3. Presentation mastery is our path he has chosen. The speech has to be speech with a purpose, very clear purpose. It should not be just here and there speech. Content of the speech should also follow that particular purpose which he has mentioned, and his movements on the stage also should support all the purpose which he is going to talk about. Speech can be informational, can be humorous, and can be purposeful. Use of body language and eye contact is very important because the paths he has chosen is presentation mastery. Presentation mastery will not work unless you have eye contact, voice modulation, and body language. Without that, no presentation mastery can really work. Time is 5 to 7 minutes. The timer is a very fluent timer, but many good speeches are timed out. So he should be very careful about 5 to 7 minutes time. Wishing all the best to Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kirit, wonderfully explaining about the objectives of speaker number one. Our speaker number one is with VTM since September 2025. And what is one thing certain about him is reading newspaper with morning tea. Without that, his day would not start. With a big round of applause, let us call upon speaker number one, Toastmaster Vishal. Toastmaster Vishal, traffic rules are not suggestion. Toastmaster Vishal.
Good morning. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and respected guests. Let me start with one simple question. How many of you follow traffic rules? Now I want to ask one honest question. How many of you follow traffic rules only when traffic police are watching? Exactly. So today I want to talk about traffic discipline in India and how traffic rules are not suggestions, they are life-saving instructions. Let us start with jumping signals. A red signal means one simple thing, stop. But in India, red means often just 2 seconds. No one is coming. I am an expert, I am an skilled driver. Unfortunately, accident don't care how skilled we think we are. Jumping signal can save 2 seconds, but it may cost a lifetime. Next is the wrong side driving. Earlier also people used to drive on wrong side. The problem is not new, but the scale has increased. 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers, 4-wheelers and even heavy vehicles drive on wrong sides. Just like it is a normal behavior. Wrong side driving is not urgency. It is about ignoring rules and risking lives. Let us talk about highways. Today we have 4 lanes, 6 lanes and even 8-lane highways. But sometimes it looks like a big parking lot. Heavy vehicles are not allowed on main lane. Still, buses and trucks occupy the main fast lane. Because of that, car has to overtake from the left. But rule is very clear. Overtaking has to be done from right. When lane rules are ignored, highways turn into serious accident zones. Let us talk about safety gear. Many people still are not wearing helmets. It's a short distance. I am an expert rider. A helmet is not for traffic rules. It is for your head. Same applies to safety belts, seat belts. Accidents don't ask whether you are champion or careless. Now another issue is the overspeeding. Speed gives excitement, but it reduces the response time. Arriving late is unfortunate, but not arriving at all is tragic. Another dangerous habit is to use mobile phone while driving. We think it's just one call, it's just one message. But 1 second of distraction can change everything. When we use mobile phones while driving, we are not multitasking. We are not driving at all. Eyes on the phone, hands on the steering, but mind is somewhere else. This is why only awareness is not enough. we need responsibility, accountability, and participation. In some of Indian cities, this idea is already working. For example, in Delhi, there is an app called Traffic Prahari. In Bengaluru, there is BTP Astram. Through these apps, responsible citizens can report traffic violations using their mobile phones. If such system can work in Delhi and Bengaluru, why not in other cities of India? And not only cities, even on highways, where overspeeding, lane discipline, and heavy vehicle discipline are critical for safety. Wider adoption can bring consistency, accountability, and safer roads across the country. Traffic rules are not made to trouble us. They are made to protect us. Civic sense on roads doesn't start with laws or traffic police. It starts with us. Not when others are following, not when somebody is watching, but when we choose to drive responsibly every day. Because every rule we follow is one life protected. So my humble request to all of you to follow the traffic rules to safeguard yourself and others. Thank you very much.
Wonderful speech. I wish my Ola taxi driver would have listened. Yeah, because of that, even this Manisha Chaudhary, one guy jumped the red light and police caught him. And police asked him, can't you see the red light? He says, I could see the red light, but I could not see you standing. So here the people are like that. But very nice visionary speech from you, Toastmaster Vishal. Now let us move further for our second speaker, and I will now first call upon the evaluator of second speaker to explain the objective for our second speaker. Our evaluator is with Vadodara Toastmasters Club since 2024, and when I ask what is one thing certain about you, she says attempting to streak Pani Puri every day while returning from her shop. So that is one thing very certain about her. Let us call upon Toastmaster Rashmi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Derek. And good morning, Toastmaster and respected guests. Today my target speaker is Bhavesh, Toastmaster Bhavesh, who communicate with confidence and always bring a clear message to our audience. So today he will be presenting here level first from the persuasive influence pathway. Title is the 32nd upgrade. The purpose of this project is Speak with a Purpose is to deliver a clear message to the audience and inspire the audience to think and act confidently, differently. Best of luck, Team Bhavesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. Now our second speaker. He joined VTM on 1st March 2026. And what is one thing certain about you when I asked him? A very surprising answer from a dentist. He is a doctor. PhD. But that is still a surprising answer. He says that I am an ice cream fan. He always up for ice cream, and whenever he goes out for shopping or traveling, whether he is happy or even sad, he would like to go for ice cream. And whenever if somebody goes to meet with him, he offers ice cream. I remember when I came to McDonald's, he offered me ice cream. So with a big round of applause, let us call upon Toastmaster Toastmaster Bhavesh, the 32nd upgrade Toastmaster Bhavesh.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. let me ask all of you a very honest question. How many of you have really turned off your noise making devices or mobile phones or turned them to silent mode? Please be very honest. Amazing. So I want to congratulate each and everyone present in the room for taking a very brave step. Brave? Yes, because I think in today's time and world, in today's present society, it is a very addictive and very dependent means of communication. But there is a way, why am I telling it to be brave? What is good about it? Because now there is a very powerful processor working. The piece of technology which we will never encounter as powerful as in our entire existence. Such a powerful processor and technology is now working at its full capacity. Confused? Yes. To figure this out, let me explain you a very short story which will be the center of this speech. During my college days, I collected my savings and to get a very large screen device which was the trend of the time, and it was called as a tablet or a smartphone. After getting it, I did what most of the college youth did. I installed social media. On social media, I started watching content. But to my surprise, or you would rather say destiny, the first content that came to my mind, or you can say the content that stayed with me throughout till present, is something which is a video about it I am going to talk. There's a guy who comes to a new city, and to reach his destination, he takes out a smartphone and uses the GPS coordinate to reach his destination. And he is traveling as the GPS is guiding his direction, and he follows it. Throughout his journey, there is a sunset, there is a park of children playing, there are a group of youth playing basketball on the street, all the activities, etc. He reaches his destination. It was a meeting, although he reached, but it was tired because of the journey. No problem. Now the second part of the video plays where he didn't have a smartphone. Was he backward? Let's figure out. So what he did, he went on, as he came out to the city, he went and asked the next person, "Hi, can you please help me where to reach this destination?" The person told him, "I am not very sure, but it is supposedly in the northern part of the city. Why don't you go there and ask the other guy, or maybe the taxi guy?" He went there, he asked him, and so forth. During his journey, the same path he followed. When he passed through the park, he was greeted by young children running into the park or coming out, and sometimes they circled him when he went past the gate. Then, when he passed the sunset point, he was looking at a sunset, very beautiful scenic view. And he found out that he was not alone. There was a group of admirers who were in a similar situation. Then when he went past the play area, he found the youth were playing basketball, and as the ball went past the boundary, it landed near him. He joined for a quick basket, and everybody cheered up. Now when he ends up at his location, he is tired? No. He is more enthusiastic. Right? Because although this was a new city, he had a very fun time, he had a lot of interactions, he made new friends, and he knew what to do when he is not feeling up to the point. So now the city was not a stranger or an alien to him. By now, I suppose it's tacit that what is the powerful processor I am talking about. The GPS coordinate might have landed him from the position A to B. It helped him, but the human experience made the journey worthwhile. I will again repeat, the coordinates will land you to its target, but the journey is more empowered by the human experience. That makes it more beautiful. As a scientist, I would say that there are a lot of chemicals that are released from our brain when we interact with new people. And it's not only for us, for the other person also who by chance gets to interact with us. So, how do we get past this and how do we improve? So topic was 30-second upgrade. But now I would like to say there is something we can do to empower this powerful processor even further. What are you talking, Bhavesh? we can empower this powerful processor even further. You told me it was the most powerful piece of technology. Yes, but you can empower it even further. How so? Now I would like to introduce you to a very interesting challenge that I found recently. The 30-second rule. Whenever next time you find yourself in a situation that you need help, or you need support, or you are confused, you are bored, the first instinct is take out the mobile phone. But this time you won't be doing this. Try to find out, look around in the room and see the next person you can reach out to. Ask them, interact with them, try to raise the question. Even if you're bored, just tell them, I am getting bored. Try to hold yourself for 30 seconds. The reason I am telling you to hold because, as I mentioned earlier, it's a very addictive technology. It's very difficult to get past in today's time without technology. So try to hold yourself for 30 seconds. Try to reach out to at least one person. Then your target, then your challenge is successful for that time. And if you are unable, you may lose it. But trust me, you will empower your processor. There will be lots of positive chemicals which will come into your brain, into your body. They will help you to be a better person. They will help you think clearly. They will help you stay positive and so on. To conclude, I would like to say one very important thing. Don't let the screen be your entire world. Don't let the screen be your entire world. Let the entire world be your screen. Thank you.
Let the entire world be your screen. Excellent message. Thank you very much, Mr. Bhavesh. In fact, I am struggling. I told myself that Chat GPT and all this technology is making you dumb. So he says, no, it is not making me dumb. So I said, how did you find it? He says, I asked Chat GPT. Are you making me dumb? And they say, no, you are. So now we are so much dependent. I wish that such a wonderful speech spread the awareness. Now moving further to speaker number 3, and I will now first call the evaluator of speaker number 3. Evaluator of Toastmaster speaker number 3 is with VTM for 1.5 years. And what is one thing certain about him is he is ready to support VTM whenever our VP Education Isha is asking for. If somebody, any role is required to be taken impromptu, even if it is a speaker role, evaluator role, he is ready to do that. That is one thing certain about him. Let us with a big round of applause call upon Toastmaster Ankit.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. When the theme is uncertainty, there is also one thing certain, that I and Toastmaster Tarun bumping into each other on Saturday morning at Sirajibagh. So, at 8 a.m. today morning, the only thing uncertain about Toastmaster Amit was who is going to evaluate his speech. And to do it, I had a message right in the morning, and I woke up. I had to put on my glasses and actually see the timing of the message. It was 5:08 a.m. and it was by the VP Education of our club. 5:08 a.m. Such dedication. There can be only two possibilities, that either you are a party animal who has spent the entire night outside, or you are a Batman trying to save the city. Being in a dry state, the first one is ruled out. Although, cutting to the chase, I'll start with what I am here for. The third speaker of the day, Toastmaster Amit, is going to attempt presentation mastery level 1 project 2. The purpose of this speech is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech. Timer, please note he has 5 to 7 minutes. The title is Kismat Connection. That's all, and over to the TMO.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Ankit. Nice to see you here. Toastmaster Tarun here rather than Kumar. Let us move further. Now we have our third speaker. Third speaker is with VTM since I think August 2025, but earlier he joined VTM Guwahati since February 2025, and when he transferred to Vadodara, he joined Vadodara Toastmaster Club. What is one thing certain about you? When I ask him, he says that every Sunday and holiday, Master Chef inside him awakens to determine to prove his wife that he is the best cook in the house, and that is very certain of him. Well, I will check with his wife whether he is a good cook or not. But let us call upon Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Amit, Kismat Connection, Toastmaster Amit.
Have you ever met someone, after meeting him or that from that incident, you think your life changed completely? Sometimes we always think it is the major things, big things that keep happen to our life that changes our life. But I think it is not so. Every day small things keep happening in our life that corrects us, guides us, and put it in the right direction. Good morning, Toastmasters. I am Toastmaster Amit, and thank you, Toastmaster Abhay, for having invited on the stage. My story revolves around two characters. One is Shahid Kapoor, second is a rat. Now coming on the Shahid Kapoor. His next movie Cocktail 2 is coming, and there are a lot of famous songs, Jab Talak, Mashuka, they are getting very, very famous. His first movie was released in 2003. His new movie was Ishq, and that was the year in which I joined the college, and that was the first time I went to the hostel. During my school days, I never went to a theater to watch a movie because I came from a very strict background. For my father, cinema was a bad. This was some simple one rule he was shared. But when I went to the college, I was in hostel. I thought this will be my first day to watch a movie in a theater. That was a Ishq. I went to the theater, but I watched the movie. I liked it, but that was not my favorite movie. My favorite movie was a Kismat Connection, in which he was starring opposite to Vidya Balan. In that movie, he was a good student. He was a topper of the university. But when he got into his business or his career, he was struggling very hard. He was not getting any opportunity. Everything started failing. Means he was getting failed everywhere. Nothing was working for him. But suddenly a character, Vidya Balan, came into his life, and suddenly everything started becoming good for him. Now that person was the Kismat Connection that has attached his Kismat to that God, and his connection has made to the destiny. Now coming on the second character of my story, that is a rat. One day God thought, let's go to the earth. He was a rat. He was ratting beside his hole. He thought, what are you doing here? He told, I have fear. I have fear. He told, what fear are you having? I have fear of a cat. Because when I'll go inside my hole, the cat will eat me. So God thought, lo, you will become now a cat. Go to the outside world, live happily. Again, after some time back, 2 days back, 3 days back, he again came. The cat was sitting inside the house. He asked, cat, why you are sitting? Why you are not moving out? Why you are not doing what a cat is supposed to do? The cat told, I have fear. I have fear of dog because he will eat me. He again gave a wish to her. Now become the dog. You will be a dog now. Go in the outside world. Do whatever you want to do and live happily. Again he come back. Again he had the same reason. Now I fear of humans. Again he made him, now he becomes a human. Again he came back, he asked the human, why you are not doing what a human is supposed to do? Why you are not going out? He told, I fear what the poor people will speak about me. If I take any decision, they'll tell what he is doing. I'll fear of that. I'll fear of their judgment. The God thought, I made a terrible mistake. You deserve to get right. Now go again back to the rat. You deserve to be a rat and stay in the rat body. Now, every day do we think we always try to become, sometimes we try to become a rat. We think if we want to get an opportunity, but our fear stops us. We want to speak inside, we want to speak in front of people, but we think everybody will judge us. We want to lead, but we think failure might be there. We always fear of failure. So, I think God is everywhere. God everywhere gives some person, gives some opportunity. He is everywhere trying to guide you, trying to give you more opportunity as soon as possible. It's upon you who you want to grab that opportunity or not. Now coming on to me, I was sitting in my home. I came to know there was spot of speaker 3 packet. That opportunity I thought, this is the opportunity that God has given me to stand in front of you to speak my thoughts in front of you. That I grabbed this opportunity and now I'm becoming more better person. So next time any uncertain thing that happens to you, think it is an opportunity for you to move in the right direction, and that will be the connection that will making you with the Kismet, and you will achieve your. Thank you so much.
Such a wonderful speech, very inspiring, and very nice to listen about that. Even I don't find any joke on that. It's a nice speech. Now I will request our timers report to our Toastmaster Group, please.
Okay, so as they say, even Einstein said that time is actually something that depends on the observer. It's the observer who makes sure that time is counted. So, taking this opportunity today, not being Einstein, TM Vishal, your timer was 6 minutes 45 seconds, the time you took for your speech. TM Bhavesh, you took 6 minutes 25 seconds, and TM Amit, you took 5 minutes 53 seconds. All that for you. I am missing this. Thank you. Learning it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trupti. Somebody told, I think she told me that she is a student of JJ School of Arts, and she is a gold medalist on the dramatic learning. And she was talking about Einstein. So time is relative, that's a theory of relativity and all. That really surprised me, so thank you very much. Now it's a fun session. We are going to begin the table topic session. You will be very delighted to know the table topic session is going to be taken by someone who is not very old to VTM. She is relatively very new. October 25 only she joined. But she has created big impact here in VTM. When I asked what is one thing certain about you, she mentioned that two trip travel yearly. Once she wants to go twice to some destination, maybe a Goa or Bhuj, like that. But if you ask me what is certain about her, what is certain about her is if you give her bitter coffee, she will turn into cold coffee with vanilla ice cream. With a big round of applause, let us call on Toastmaster Isha.
Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction, TM Vinay. So I would like to ask you all one question. what is the most important thing in a Bollywood movie?
Story.
Happy ending.
Happy hero.
Climax.
Director.
Drama.
Nearer.
Director.
No.
Directress.
Uncertain.
Entertainment, entertainment, and entertainment. Just like this, in table topics, 3 most important things is uncertainty, uncertainty, and uncertainty. It is very tacit that we, in table topics, it is full of surprises. It is full of uncertain elements. But now, let me cut to the chase and let me explain you some ground rules regarding table topics. When I will call a table topic speaker, I would suggest you to take 30 seconds to think about the topic. It will help you to prepare. The timing of table topics will be 1 to 2 minutes. And I encourage everyone who comes on the stage for table topics to please use word of the day and phrase of the day. Now, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Abhishek for the table topic. So, your question is, do you like a planned trip or an uncertain adventure? TM Abhishek, do you like a planned trip or an uncertain adventure? Do you like a planned trip or an uncertain adventure? TM Abhishek.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for giving. So I obviously like unplanned trip. So now I'm going to talk about my unplanned trip was Elephants 2026. So when we reached there by the train. It was around traveling of 7 to 8 hours. So we reached from the railway station to the hotel by cab. It takes around 40 to 45 minutes. So when I reached there, I was feeling a little bit laziness because I was traveling in a cab for 40 to 45 minutes. Then I step out from the cab and I was stretching body like this. And uncertainly, doors started playing. And then at that moment, I was shocked, like, what? So they welcomed us with the door. And the only thing I was looking for at that moment was a camera. Hope there should not be any camera because I was not looking that much good, then ready for the camera. At that moment, I didn't found a cameraman. But suddenly, I just turned around and see Toastmaster Studio take out her phone and start recording the Then I told her, please don't take my photos or videos. Then she said, okay, I will not take. Later on, as I was experiencing the 5-star hotel for the first time, so there 2 people came and they told me, sir, please your luggage. So I hand over my luggage to them and I added little bit professionalism in my walk and entered into the hotel. And as soon as I entered into the hotel, one beautiful lady in sari comes with a lemon juice. She offered me a lemon juice and I was looking for DM Shruti. Where is she? So I can also offer her. So at the whole time, President always on job. She was on the reception and inquiring where will we get the rooms and everything. So first thought came in my mind was, let me help her. Like how we can get the rooms and etc. But suddenly second thought comes. She is the president, she can definitely take care of those things. And let me focus on the lemon juice. Later on, we moved ahead and we met 2 people over there who was the local Indori boys. And then we had an introduction like, where are you from and etc. So they asked me from where I'm from, so I told them I'm from Vadodara and Vadodara Toastmasters Club. Then I asked, what is your club? So they said, Transcendence Toastmasters. So I was like, why you are adding pressure on transcendence? So they said, yeah bro, what to say, everyone is misspelling the name, that's why we are adding pressure to the Transcendence Toastmasters. So that was the uncertainty moment and unplanned trip I had. Actually there are so many things to share on this, but now I will end this.
I would suggest you to make a speech on this eloquence. So now I would like to call upon TM Srijit. Srijit. Your one spontaneous decision that changed your life. One spontaneous decision that changed your life, TM Srijit.
30 seconds. Yes.
So, good morning all. Good morning, team of the day. It's about, I've faced many situations like this. So I will start that decision, which I think is the best decision I took at that moment. I used to travel a lot during my days because I belong to Kerala, so there are many moments that I have to travel by train. So it was about one situation where I had to travel with my family. So I can talk about the Tatkal ticket that happens every time with us. When I checked the Tatkal list, so I had 2 or 3 options to go to that destination. So for that, there were 3 options. So in that one options, I found that this option would be a very good option. So I thought of booking on that. But suddenly on the last moment, I felt something. I got an inner feeling that I should not go with this. Let me try this. This option is very good, looking better and very good chances. So I booked on that. I put my belief that this ticket will get booked on the right time. So it was when the ticket came. I mean, the last moment came when you see the results, like your ticket is booked. So I found that our ticket was very well booked, and finally I could travel very safely and comfortably in that moment of time. So it was the best decision I took at that moment, which I remember the most.
Now I would like to call upon TM Rupesh. One routine you never skip, TM Rupesh. One routine you never skip, TM Rupesh.
Good morning all Toastmasters and fellow guests. Today my topic for impromptu speaking is the routine which I never skip. The exercise, daily morning exercise, I never skip. You can see the result in my body posture, which helped me a lot to keep my body weight always in a maintained way, which resulted in my more energy, good sleep, and whenever I am in a meetings, in my work, I always enthusiastic and in a concentration of in meeting, in attention. It helped me a lot. I want to improve my communication skill. That's why I joined the Toastmaster Vadodara, and now this will be my routine every week, which I will never miss, and want to achieve a lot in my communication skills so that I can reach my next level. Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon on the stage TM Amit. TM Amit, your beautiful mistake. Your beautiful mistake, TM Amit.
Good morning, all of you. Thank you, Toastmaster Isha, for giving me this opportunity to come on the stage. So today's table topic is my beautiful mistakes. So if I remember, it's about 3 years ago when accidentally I entered into my board of members room. There was a meeting going on with our key client Emerson, and there was a huge chaos in the meeting. And I was the younger one in that meeting, and accidentally I have entered, so I have no chance to come out from that room. So environment is very serious, customer is accepting something and our team is not able to understand or not able to calm down them. And suddenly from nowhere I raise my hand and I give them a very simple solution and it worked. And it worked like I've never imagined. It's a beautiful mistake that I've entered in that room, but my one line solution really helped me. After that meeting, my auntie called me and asked me, "Who invited you for this meeting?" I said, "No one. It's my mistake I've entered." But then he told, "It's a beautiful mistake. Try to do more often." Thank you.
Now I would like to request anyone from guest who wants to volunteer. Yeah, okay, please come. Guest Yuti, a beautiful surprise. A beautiful surprise, guest Yuti.
Hi, very good morning everyone. So for the topic of very beautiful surprise, it is related to my present job. When I was vacationing with my family near Pavagadh, I was having a very good time. I was working at my previous job. At that point, I was like very satiated with the fact that yeah, I'm getting settled into this first job of mine. But then suddenly, when I was on the golf cart waiting to be transported to my room, I get a call from the HR of this present company. Hi Yuti, are you available for a quick call? I was like, yeah, Millie, her name is Millie. I was like, yes, what happened? So we have a vacancy and we want to hire you. Are you down for that? And I was like, yes, I am very down for that. And then suddenly I was at a very strange crossroads. What will I do? I'm just presently very happy at my present job and I have just settled in, and then I have to shift to a new job within 5 months. What should I do? I took a day or two for making a decision, and now I've changed the job. So that one call made such a huge difference in my life, and now I don't regret making a decision like that. So yes, that was a beautiful surprise I got.
Now I would like to call upon our dancer, Toastmaster Raju. We can increase time for you. Toastmaster Raju. Is uncertainty a threat or an opportunity? Is uncertainty a threat or an opportunity? Toastmaster Raju.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Is uncertainty a threat or an opportunity? By looking at the watch, it was 11:53. I was certain that I would not be called by our Toastmaster, table topic master, T.M. Shah. Then I heard my name, T.M. Raj. So, I would say uncertainty, it is an opportunity to present yourself and to develop yourself. Is my time done? So this was all about my topic. Uncertainty is, I would not consider it's a trait. I would strongly say it's an opportunity.
I was expecting a dance here. So, table topics are full of uncertainty. Just like life is full of uncertainty. Uncertainty in form of opportunities, surprises, and some challenges. Just like when I was called upon for the table topics for the first time, I was a guest, and then in my next meeting, I was again called for the table topics, and then I became a member, and then I participated directly in the humorous speech contest. It was an opportunity plus challenge. But then, gradually, I took that challenge and I participated in speech, gave my icebreaker speech, and I became VP Education after the election. So, life is full of uncertainty in form of joyfulness, in form of surprises, and form of challenges like VP Education role. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, VP Education Toastmaster Isha. That was wonderful because I think that the table topic should be uncertain and people should be little hesitant to speak about, but the topics were selected such a way, certainly everybody was speaking so nicely, as if that the topics were given them earlier. So that is very nice. We expect, so now let us request timer for the timer's report, please.
So wonderful speeches by the table topic master given out here and beautifully executed by the speakers. But as I was playing the role again, I don't like playing this role, I realized, because I'm the one always making others wait and keeping on track. So TM Abhishek got carried away with his story and he took 2 minutes 30 seconds. TM Srijit took 1 minute 38 seconds. TM Rupesh took 1 minute 32 seconds. TM Amit took 1 minute 21 seconds. TM Yuti 1 minute 51 with that 15 seconds with that beautiful surprise. And TM Raju trying to stretch it as much as possible with 1 minute 5 seconds. Thank you so much. You all have, except for TM Abhishek, all have please come. Grace. 30 is a grace. 30 seconds are grace.
30 seconds. So thank you, Toastmaster Trupti. As she correctly mentioned that the time is different for different observers, but since we all are on the earth, same place, time is running same for everyone. And we are going to take 2 minutes break now before 2 minutes break before we initiate the second session, third session of evaluation. So let us have a 2 minutes break and be right back after 2 minutes here. Sure. See, the uncertainty, we can say that it is certain to have uncertainty in the life because we expect always something unexpected, and that is the beauty of life. In fact, yesterday I went to remove my stitches and I had to go to one skin. The hospital name was Apex Hair Transplant Center. So I was going there and I was having that paper in my hand. And I was about to ask someone, but without I ask him, he says hair transplant on second floor. So I said, I'm not here for hair transplant, I'm here for that. But that misconception happens, and that was the part of uncertainty that happens. But how we did well or not, we are going to have evaluation session. When you are in school and when somebody tells you that principal ma'am is calling you, the most uncertain event happens at that time.
No, I was not a strict principal. I was very lenient.
And that is what I was
used to do high-fiving.
That is what I was about to tell you, ma'am, that had you be our principal, we would be very happy at that time. And we are happy now to invite you for our general evaluation session. Let us with a big round of applause. One thing certain about her, and you will be surprised to know her answer. One thing certain about her is positive attitude. And that is what I now learn. Every time something happens, you have a positive attitude. And that is what I am learning from her. Over to you.
Thank you. Actually, I had surrendered myself in the hands of destiny.
Wow.
Whatever will happen. We cannot stop it. We should accept. That is the thing, and that's why I am going on. Thanks, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Hirin. It is truly said by Harding Seddon that feedback is the compass for greatness. It tells you what to avoid, what to learn, and where to accept. Namaskar. and my soulful greetings to each one of you. I welcome you all in my evaluation segment. In this segment, our evaluators will help the speakers to upgrade their communication skills by providing them thoughtful and authentic feedbacks. Now is the time to enjoy the constructive feedbacks of our today's evaluator. Timer, please note, their allotted timings for each evaluator is 2 to 3 minutes. Let us start our this segment by inviting today's evaluator, Toastmaster Kirit, one of the most versatile speakers and evaluators. Now he has proved that he is no less than a superhero. Please welcome him with a great round of applause to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Vishal Gandhi. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Madam Gitanjali. Before I cut to cheese, I will say something about the speech of Toastmaster Vishal Gandhi. Traffic rules are not suggestions. The title itself was very intuitive, very beautiful. Traffic rules are not suggestions. A very perennial issue for all of us. Every day, everybody faces that. A great topic to engage the audience because everybody travels and everybody faces this problem. So engagement was total. Opening as usual with a question, but then he had two questions because one question always asked. He knows that what will be the answer. Second question followed. That when the policeman is seeing it or not. Most of us do that. Body, the solid content, very solid content. In fact, he put 5 to 6 points of traffic rules, pros and cons of all. Not only about pros, also cons of it. Like wrong side driving, helmet, line changing, all the points he very well covered. These are positive and negative both. In fact, he created a scenario of traffic. I was feeling when he was talking, I could see things happening on the road exactly what he was saying. That is the way he created the scene of that. And exactly what we feel on the road could be created by him by picturizing the same thing. Conclusion, very beautiful lines. Content was solid, but conclusion lines, I remember a few lines from some very beautiful lines. Civic sense starts with us, not when others follow. Very beautiful thing. Every rule we follow, someone is protected, some life is protected. Very beautiful. Awareness alone is not enough. Awareness alone is not enough. We see the words, but we just read it. We don't follow that. So very beautiful conclusion line. And I always insist that conclusion you put some very effective line so that people remember it. And he did exactly that. Now I will cut the cheese. Saying that I want every speaker to improve. And I also want Vishal Gandhi to improve. So I would like to say that there are a few negatives. Negatives in the improvement, scope of improvement. His stage movements were very routine. He was moving from here to here. What happens is when that happens, audience always looks at your movements rather than your speech. So you should always change the movement so that audience attention is exactly on what you speak. Then it points which say look disjointed to me. Maybe he was forgetting things or it was paused. Very long pauses between what he spoke and then he reacted. Pros and cons. Look disjointed to me. Over repetitive movements, as I said again. There was scope of body language because traffic rules may there lots of scope of body language. And none other than Madam Gitanjali demonstrated every time. Like when you were saying the mobile phone while driving, everybody must have seen. How many times you have seen? And this is the main cause of accident which everybody knows. The beautiful scope of body language. That totally used. He used the time very well and created the right type of environment for traffic digitally. So I wish him all the best for the future speeches.
What a tacit evaluation you have done. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Dear members, please join your hand to welcome Toastmaster Rashmi on the dais to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Bhavesh. Toastmaster Rashmi, one of the most soft, sweet and sober member of our club. Toastmaster Rashmi, be on the stage.
So again, greetings to all our Toastmasters and respected guests. It is my pleasure to evaluate Toastmaster Bhavesh's speech. titled The 30-Second Upgrade. First of all, Toastmaster Bhavesh, heartily congratulations for your wonderful speech. Well done. Your speech objective was to persuade us the prioritize human connection over technology, and you accomplished that purpose effectively. Now we discuss first what was good. So your message was clear and relevant. You reminded us that meaningful relationships deserve our time and attention. Second, your speech had good flow, your ideas were organized and make it easy for audience to follow and understand your message. Third, your delivery was confident and engaging. Your voice, eye contact and enthusiasm help keep the audience interested and reinforce the importance of your message. Recommendation for growth. As evaluated, our purpose is to help each other grow. One suggestion I would offer, you can use more your hand to make your speech more expressive, because most of the time your both hands join like this. Another is that include more personal experience and stories. Your own journey would make the message even more powerful. Overall, Toastmaster Bhavesh, your speech was really great and very relevant topic. Thank you.
Thanks, and it was wonderfully done. Thank you so much. Now, dear audience, please welcome Toastmaster Ankit very warmly on the stage to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Amit Thakur. Today he has proved to be a last-minute savior for our team. The stage is yours, Toastmaster Ankit.
Thank you, dear General Evaluator. When I first heard about the title of the topic, Kismat Connection, I knew that it was a movie starring Shahid Kapoor and Vidya Balan. So I first thought that is Toastmaster Amit going to talk about that movie? That movie which Shahid Kapoor might himself not talk about. But it was unraveling for me. You started with an engrossing question which did appeal to everyone sitting in the audience. And then you started your personal story and connecting these two topics, the movie Kismat Connection and the story of a rat and the God's conversation, which was, I believe, an interesting choice of two topics to deliver in a speech and to drive your message at the end. I especially liked the message after the story of the rat and God, that we always fear failure. Honestly, I would have loved, or I was thinking that whether Toastmaster Amit connects the story of Kismat Connection to his personal life. Was there a Vidya Balan, the lady luck in his life, who came in and just with her magic changed the way you live and the way you have succeeded in life? If I were to have some recommendations in your speech, is that when you ask an engrossing question, you need time to give the audience to think, ponder upon it. So always have that little pause after you ask a question, or even a series of questions interspersed with those pauses. Second, when the word Kismat is so integral to your speech, it would be easy that if you would have translated the word Kismat to luck or destiny, so that it would have been better if there were any non-native Hindi speakers in the audience. The third and the most important part is that having a smooth landing. however wonderful your flight would have been. If it's a rough landing, there's abuses and there's complaints from everyone sitting in the audience. You need to connect the title to the message in a tacit and crisp manner. That is what is understood, so that why did the conversation of a rat and God should benefit me? What is it in the world that I should be seeking the Kismat connection? And that, my dear friend, will only drive your message in a better and a useful manner, and just the thing that everyone sitting in the audience would like to take home. That's all from my end, and over to the general evaluator.
Excellent evaluation done by you. I love your evaluation as it was cut to the chase. Thank you so much. Please welcome Madam Trupti to present her time report.
So lovely evaluations out here, and everyone from TM Kirit to TM Ankit have completed their evaluations on time. TM Kirit took 3 minutes 11 seconds, TM Rashmi took 2 minutes exactly, TM Ankit took 2 minutes 55 seconds, very close to the bottom line, and they all are qualified. Thank you.
So all the three? Yes. I request sir, please launch the quiz. Now after this exciting evaluation, now it is the time of report. Please welcome Toastmaster Tarun to present his
Tabletop.
sorry. Please audience join your hands to welcome our very bright Toastmaster Shruti on the dial to present her table topic evaluation.
Greetings everyone again. It was a very nice table topic session conducted by our VP Education, TM Isha. You very nicely captured audience attention at the first by saying entertainment, which is a very famous Bollywood dialogue. And she explained the basic rules right in starting, which are the timings and what is the table topic session, so that the guests are clear on what the session is going to be. I must say all the table topic speakers tested the topics and directly cut to the chase and started speaking. I would suggest take initial few seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, just to organize your thoughts and then speak. Starting with Toastmaster Abhishek, your topic was, do you like planned trip or uncertain adventure? I was accompanying him on the Eloquence 2026 and he was talking about me. So very nicely humorous story he presented, and I know him. I spent around 3 days with him and I know how much content he has and how much drama he has. It's just he has to unravel himself here on the stage. For example, you talk about professional walk. You could have enacted your professional walk and earlier and later when you entered the 5-star hotel. So only the unraveling part is left for Abhishek. And I must say that you must continue this journey in Toastmaster and keep taking up speeches and try to add more drama into it, because you capture everyone's attention, but with the drama, everyone will enjoy the story more. And bring out the conclusion whenever you are presenting any story. Next is Toastmaster Srijit. Your topic was one spontaneous decision change your life. You took initial seconds initially to think about the topic, which is a very good thing. You narrated story of Tatkal ticket. Your voice is good, pronunciation is good. The beginning, it is just the beginning of your Toastmaster journey, and the way you presented it is really nice. But your hands were kept like this. I have seen all the boys speak like this. So just open your hands and let them wave, okay? So just work upon your stage movements and eye contact. This will come automatically once you come up on the stage frequently. So I look forward to your journey. Next is Toastmaster Rupesh. Your topic was one routine you never speak. You greeted the audience. You spoke about your exercise or workout which you never skip. And this is also the first time I'm hearing you on the stage. And you have a very good, content also, and a good, confidence is there that you have come up on the stage. I encourage you to come up and take up table topic sessions more and blend in with the journey in Toastmaster. What I was impressed is how you got the answer and you said that Toastmaster will be your routine. So as a president, I'm very happy that this will be your routine on the Sundays. Next is Toastmaster Amit Chaturvedi. Your topic was your beautiful mistake. You have a very good stage presence. Whenever you come on the stage, you grab everyone's attention. So that is very positive point about you. The way you speak is brilliant, and you just maintain a smile throughout your speech. You seem confident. Only polishing is needed, polishing on the stage movement and the delivery, and which will come as many times you come up on the stage, and only the polishing is needed. Yeah. Next is guest Yuki. Your topic was beautiful surprise. I really love your voice and expressions. I wish I could hear you more. You have a very good voice pitch. Your vocabulary is good. The words you use are very classic. So I would want to see you more, and let's meet in our next meeting. Next is Toastmaster Raju. Your topic was uncertainty, a threat or an opportunity. You have a lot to speak, Raju. Like VPPR was an uncertain thing that our VPPR left the Toastmaster organization. It was an opportunity for you that you took it. So I thought that you will speak about this topic. It was the way he blended in with the XCOM and the posters he created. I mean, you have a lot. Just take few seconds. Whenever you have given a topic, take few seconds, think about it, and then speak. And if you couldn't speak on the topic, if the topic is difficult, speak about the moment which has happened. Oh, I have been called. Stretch it a little bit, which you have, of course, but the content should be stretched. So that's it, and I would want to hear you more. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Now it is a time for Toastmaster Tarun, one of the seasoned Toastmaster of our club. Please welcome him with a loud round of applause.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Though the topic or theme for today is uncertainty, definitely at Vadodara Toastmasters Club we have Zen Masters which are certain, who did not use any filler words. So I would like everyone to please give a round of applause to TM Amanraj, TM Akash, TM Sonam, TM Shirik, TM Vishal, TM Bhavesh, TM Ankit and TM Gitanjali. They have not used filler words or maybe minimal. Now, when it comes to uncertainty, while future remains uncertain, one thing was absolutely guaranteed today, and that was the use of few filler words, which I would like to say. The first winner of the filler word is so. Any guesses how many times this so would be used in today's meeting? Any guess? Wild guess? 10. Greater than 65 times. So. The next, second winner for today is and a. How many times would you feel? 20. So it is greater than 60 times today. Other words which were used as filler were then and end. Though they did not match the first and second winner, but they were not too far away. Still at 25 and 15, they stand at third and fourth position. With that, I hand it over to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Now, dear audience, please welcome today's grammarian, Toastmaster Sonam, on the dais to present her report.
Thank you. Thank you, General Director TM Gitanjali. Okay, greetings everyone. So I present my grammarian report. So first of all, a huge round of applause for the Toastmasters who used both phrase of the day and word of the day, starting with TM Isha, TM Ankit, TM Gitanjali and TM Shruti. So TM Hiren, TM Bhavesh and TM Kirit used word of the day and TM Kirit used phrase of the day. So thank you. So I appreciate the usage of word of the day. I mean the attempt was really very good, but however I would like to make highlight that the usage may not be correctly used, because when we say tacit, it is something which is understood, implied, can be used. There was, for example, there was a tacit agreement between the team members to support, or there was a tacit understanding between the two contenders who are playing. So when we use tacit speech, that may not be necessarily correct usage. So we can but appreciate the attempt of using the word of the day. And some extraordinary words that I would like to highlight that were used: iota of uncertainty, juxtapose was a word that caught my attention. Also the phrase that Akash used, peep inside the past. Guest Yuti used some interesting words: satiated, and I was caught at a strange crossroads. Then Ma'am Gitanjali used surrender yourself to the destiny. That really, I made note of that word. Ponder upon, engross, interspersed is what TM Ankit used. Non-native Hindi speakers. So very good usage and very peculiar words that came across in this meeting. On improvements, the article the was used incorrectly. For example, it was used before someone's name. So like the Shahid Kapoor, that could have been simply the name. You don't use article the before noun or before a name. So that was some observations. Getting this failed. So I was getting this failed. So it could have been I was encountering failures, or it could be I was failing. So that was something that could be incorporated. I'm enthusiastic. I always enthusiastic. It could be I am enthusiastic. So some usage of articles correctly can make our speeches on point on the grammar front. So, but overall, it was my pleasure to play this role of a grammarian. And thank you very much for attending this. Thank you.
See, now is the time for my report, but there is no time at all. So I will just say that few people I want to give them thanks. Toastmaster Isha, Toastmaster Raju for agenda and poster. Then EXCOM team for keeping this room in to start the meeting, to make this room as a meeting room. So well done, their teamwork, really kudos for them. Then meeting started exactly at time. TM Sanket, first timer, he has taken the challenge to be a SAP. And again, Toastmaster Aman Raj played the role of presiding officer. That is also extremely nice, and his opening message was well done, very nice. And what to say about Toastmaster Hiren? He's such a man. Whatever you give him, whatever you put in his plate, he'll just change it to humor and into inspiring message. Well done, Toastmaster Hiren. Then again, my heartiest congratulations to Toastmaster Akash for his book, Black Box Thinking by Matthew Sayyad, and I urge everyone that it was a recent incident, so we all must read that book. And thank you for giving the name of that book. I was not knowing about that book, but today you just made me aware of that book. Then kudos to all the three tag teams. They did their role very honestly And again, Toastmaster very innovative and interesting topic, and all the table topic speakers, they have given their best. And again, my evaluation part was extremely well. All the 3 speeches were of different taste, and they have given great message to us. Thank you so much. Thus, with this small report, I just wrap up my time and hand over this session again to Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. Listening praises from our principal.
Now simply a member.
Well, the life is full of uncertainty. When we are marrying someone, we are not certain about the person's nature, how he is going to behave or all that, but still we are marrying to someone. We are investing money in share market because the results are uncertain, right? In fact, today, 14 January, people are going to go on the terraces to watch the galaxy, that you can see the galaxy tonight. Anybody goes to see the sun and moon, which are much brighter, they are routine, they are certain to see. So we are not that much excited about it, but when the comet or something comes up, something uncertain thing happens, we are very much excited. These are the uncertainty of life that makes life very beautiful and enjoyable. Death is certain. Everybody for death is certain, and that is why we are all afraid of death. Life has a lot of uncertainty, we love life. So let us continue enjoying this uncertainty and taking the maximum joy out of this uncertainty. With that, thank you very much, and I would like to hand it over to President. And please, there is a request from our VP Education, Toastmaster Isha. Please vote the polls that has been launched on the mobile. I think not request, it's an order.
Oh my God, this is the uncertainty now. I have lost the plot. 1 second, please. Yes. No, not 2 minutes. 1 would be fine. Yes, I found it. Thank you, T-Mod and General Evaluator. Now, I would say, coming to this meeting and experiencing talks full of uncertainties and finding the beauty in that, I have come to a conclusion. When life gives you lemons, make a lemonade. And when life gives you stitches, take the T-Mod role. Excellent job as being a T-Mod Toastmaster Helen, as always. Now coming to the General Evaluator. Listening to your evaluation, ma'am, I was reminded of the quote, जो है तेरा लग जाएगा करके कोई बहाना, तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है दिल नुए समझाना, तू झूम 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 झूम. So since I am such a bad singer, but that was also finding beauty in the uncertainty that I have sung, because these emotions have come to the fore listening to all your excellent speeches. Now there are many uncertainties in life and VTM is no exception. But the one thing that we are all certain is Toastmaster Gitanjali rocking the stage as General Evaluator. Excellent evaluation as always, DM Gitanjali. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
Now I have always wondered, why do people who are unable to swim thrash so wildly when they enter the water? And why do people who know how to swim enter the water as if they are embracing an old friend? I have realized with time that it is because the person who has become one with water had the courage to face it in the first place, and in the process learned how to smile with the flow and the ups and downs of the waves. The person who never learned to swim kept thinking and fearing all his life that the water in front of him represented a dark, vast nothingness that he could never control, and hence it was something that he should fear his entire life. But, dear friends and dear Daksh, if he is here, to quote the wise words of the wise turtle, Oogway. Even a panda can become a dragon warrior if he is guided, if he is nurtured, and one lets go the illusion of control while training him. Dear friends, is it not true that the sheep from birth is taught to fear the wolf, only to be devoured and chopped into pieces by the same person who raised, nurtured, and cared for him? Similarly, it is in our certainty that lies the sweet poison of a slow death. However, it is in uncertainty that one finds the elixir of their spirit and the meaning of their life. So the day we start fearing the ups and downs of our life, we march towards the executioner's blade of destiny. But when we face uncertainty with an open mind, the sword that we always feared becomes our dear friend with which we carve our destiny. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. A lion, dear friends, never fears uncertainty. He never fears darkness. He hunts his prey. He hunts when his prey is uncertain of the predator. In the eerie darkness of night, he stalks his next meal. For him, chaos is not a confusion, but a ladder to climb. Dear friends, I would like to end this address by saying, let us all be lions and embrace uncertainty. Let us devour the sheep of failure and step together into a brave new world where we look uncertainty and danger in the eye and smile at it as it smiles back at us. Thank you. I would like to welcome the Toastmaster of the day. I'm doing this the first time, so
doesn't matter.
even in uncertainty there is, yeah. So I would, I'm going to speak back. So now we come to the awards presentation. So first is for the best prepared speaker, and the best prepared speaker as voting goes to Toastmaster Bhavesh. All three are winners because they have taken up the challenge. Now, for the best evaluator, Toastmaster Ankit. Now, for the best table topic speaker, any guesses? Sometimes it can be a surprise also, no? Uncertainty, we are seeing a lot. So it is Toastmaster Amit. Now for the best supporting role player. Now all three were so good, it was very difficult to vote. But the winner is Toastmaster Tarun. Now, we had a lot of uncertainties today, but we all are certain about one thing when it comes to the best role player. we don't need any guesses because we've already, this is a certain thing that was. So,
Thank you everyone for coming, and I wish to see few of the faces who have come here as a guest. We shall meet next meeting, same day, same time, next Sunday. And elections are around on 28th of June. We are going to elect our new ExCom team, a new president, a new face of the club. So please, all the VTM members, join in. We need 50% or more than 50% of the strength. So I announce the end of the meeting. Please gather here for the group.